Okay guys, so thanks for watching. I really appreciate you looking at this video. This is the first video I've ever done, so it might be a little bit raw. Um, the Manning Goal name is obviously a play on my name. My name's Steve Manning. I'm a goalkeeper coach that I've worked at a number of clubs, from non-league all the way to the Premier League. Doing a little presentation today about psychology, the psychology on performance and the mentality that goes with being a goalkeeper. So hopefully you'll enjoy the presentation that will follow this little introduction. Just really, it's all about analysing your own performance rather than criticising. We tend to be quite self-critical as goalkeepers, so it's just a different aspect, a different way of looking at your own performances, and kind of giving you a little bit of an idea of why performance isn't personal, why people's perception of your performance isn't personal, and I think that will go a long way to kind of helping you guys. It's not my knowledge. I can't take credit for it. It was actually that my sports psychology lecturer at university, he shared it with the class, and I shared it with goalkeepers that I've worked with since, and it seems to have helped. So I just thought I'd put it out there for you guys, and you can have a look at it and see if it helps your game at all. And if it doesn't, hey, you've kind of missed 2-3 minutes of your life, and if it does, hopefully it's going to change how you perceive your own performances. Please leave comments at the bottom, and there'll be an email as well, so if you've got any questions, feel free to contact me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you enjoy it, and take care. See you next time. Bye bye.
Welcome to the presentation from Manning Goal, goalkeeping specialist. This presentation looks at goalkeeping and why performance isn't personal. The problem with goalkeeping is the mentality. It's the loneliest job in the pitch, in my opinion. Constant pressure to be perfect, as we all know that one mistake can be really costly. Even if the team's successful, we tend to go home and think about that mistake that we would have already made, even if the team had won. The real issue is that our belief is that our team, our friends, our coaches, managers, they all depend on us. It's not accurate. What actually happens is they are dependent on our performance. In the same manner we are dependent on theirs. We're all in it together. If a manager has a poor performance on the pitch, on the training pitch, therefore that can cost the game. Same as the goalkeeper and a striker. All goalkeepers go through peaks and troughs. These three goalkeepers have been at the top of international football and also have been at the bottom, struggling away with their own performances. Now here's a really interesting quote from Peter Schmeichel, one of my favourite goalkeepers of all time. In it he says that he admires De Gea because when he first came to Manchester United, he was criticised for the way he did things by every single pundit and commentator in the media. What he said was he didn't go out and blame people. There was no excuses. He just got on with it. So performance is not personal, and the reason why I think that De Gea was able to grow is because the people around him showed that performance isn't personal. What they were saying was that his current level of performances wasn't acceptable. They weren't saying that David De Gea wasn't acceptable. Ideally, what we need to understand is the difference between you and the goalkeeper you play. You know who you are, okay? Your identity is an incredibly important part of you, but realistically, down at your core, only you know who you are. Now you have relationships, okay? Now the word ego gets overused and in the wrong manner. The ego is how you lend yourself to other people. So, for example, how I interact with my children will be different to how I interact with my wife, and how I interact with my family will be different to how I interact with my friends, and with my friends and my work colleagues. So every single relationship, you share a different part of yourself, and that part of yourself is the specialized ego to that specialized relationship. This has nothing to do with you as a goalkeeper. So you as a goalkeeper, that's when what we call a superego comes in. It's a performance, a part of yourself you put out in front of people to show what you can do to the best of your ability. Now sometimes your ability or your performance, your superego, might not be to the standard that is necessary at that point in time. So some people, they give you a little bit of a hit and maybe hammer your performances, okay? And that might lead to a few cracks in your superego. They might take a stab at you at what you're not particularly good at, okay? Or have a dig here and there about certain things that you may think that are important. But at the end of the day, once all those bits and pieces go away, all they're doing is talking about that individual performance. So we wipe away that individual performance, and what you're left with is your relationships and you as a person. The superego gets to go out again next time. This is a really important way of looking at your own performances and you as a person. If somebody's telling you you're rubbish, they're not actually saying that you're rubbish. They're saying that they're not happy with your current performance. And it is also only their opinion. And opinions can be wrong. What is important is your own opinion of your own performances. So it's important to analyse and look back and see what you can put right. What we tend not to do too much of is reflect when we've done the things well. And that's just as important of finding out what we do well and keeping them consistent. It's a small presentation, but I hope it helps. If you've got any comments, please leave them at the bottom of the video. Or if you've got any questions, alternatively, email me at maninggoal@gmail.com. Make sure you put the full stops between the man, the in, and at the end of Gmail. Thanks very much. I'll be back soon. Take care.